The case we're delving into on Epic Explorers TV is the mysterious and enigmatic Alcasser case, which took place in Spain in 1992. Three teenagers, Miriam, Tony, and Desiree, disappeared on November 13, 1992 in Alcasser as they were on their way to a party at a nearby nightclub. This perplexing event has intrigued investigators and sparked controversy for decades. On Wednesday, January 27, 1993, 75 days after the girl's disappearance, Gabriel Aquino Gonzalez and his father-in-law, Jose Sala, left their homes in Montreuil, Valencia, in a white Renault 4F6 van. They headed to inspect their beehives in the Partida de la Romana, near the town of Catadau, but within the municipal boundaries of Tous. This is a common practice in beekeeping during winter to prevent damage caused by the weather and other factors. Investigator and journalist of the case, Juan Ignacio Blanco, explained the rationale behind this action.
If then you are going to visit a store specialized in beehives and you ask them if it's normal to go up in January to see some beehives and they call you an idiot because that's crazy and nobody thinks about it.
Gabriel Aquino headed toward the ravine where his family's abandoned huts were located. While walking through the field, he noticed a pile of dry bush branches that seemed deliberately placed to conceal something. Under these branches, he found a rectangle of disturbed soil. This made him wonder who had dug there and led him to call his father-in-law. Together, they gathered tools and headed to the Yombai outpost, which was near Catadau. It took them about 45 minutes to arrive, and along the way they discussed who could be in that grave, mentioning a boy who had disappeared days earlier and had been talked about in the preceding weeks. Upon reaching the outpost, they reported the discovery to the Yombai sergeant, but the location fell within the municipal boundaries of Taos, which was under the jurisdiction of the Alberic Civil Guard post, further from the scene. Despite the distance, they followed procedures and notified the Alberic post about the discovery of the grave with a silver watch and a man's hand.
I mean, let's see what's around here. Look, do you think this... And who have I posed? How for me to include? That's a sign. He says, well, yes, you're right. And so he, along the left bank, went there in the middle. And it seems he saw something that he didn't like. And with the spatula, that is called a spatula, some things that we have for the pictures. Then he came and removed the scab, a piece of scab on top. He says, hey, look what's here. I say, what's there? And I was quite sharp and they got scared.
Subtitles made by
And I say, hey, is that a clock? He says, yes. And then I spread my wings.
Sergeant Pedro will relay what happened to his superiors in the Sueca Company, to which the Alberic post belongs, to the court through the prosecutor, and to the funeral home in his own town, the Alberic Funeral Home, for the body to be collected. The Yombai personnel are no longer heavily involved. The father-in-laws are left to sit and wait, not knowing what was about to unfold that day. In the next chapter, we will discuss the mobilization and the individuals who participated next. This is just the beginning of our investigation into the Alcasser case. We will continue to explore the events that unfolded later, uncovering more details and theories in the upcoming episodes. Don't forget to subscribe and activate the bell to not miss any of our epic investigations.